Hi, my name is Dustin and I'm the owner of eauty Treehouse.
This video is sponsored by Magaster. Check out our new channel by clicking the link in the description and be sure to subscribe.
I went to furniture design school. There was a class I had called Sustainable Futures or something like that. They framed a period of the class to take our first action steps towards some idea that we were thinking about. I took this treehouse idea. I wanted to create something that was super efficient with space, light, had a whimsical quality to it. And then also it was like, oh, like a geodesic sphere. It's like, wow, maybe I could do this as a business. The equilibrium home idea I've been developing for a long time. Like, oh, how do I create a suspended treehouse foundation system that can kind of fit anywhere? And just like this modular, just like the Lego idea, where you can just add to it and play around with the shape all the time. All of the struts have the steel spine that go through it. And then there's two pieces of wood that sandwich that piece of steel to bring rigidity to it. Every strut length is actually exactly the same length. We do have two types of struts. One is for the underside and one is for the floor level, so that the surface of the subflooring can meet up to it flat. And then they come into a central hub. But the system is essentially like a treehouse Legos to be able to create foundational systems in any direction. You can even go diagonally to create staircases and really create interconnected treehouse platforms. We come out, we do a site visit, and we use a process called photogrammetry, and that allows us to take the trees home with us digitally on the computer and work out a layout from there and really figure out what's going to wrap around the trees in the most blended type of way. This whole truss system was assembled closer to the ground on a scaffold, and then at a certain point we'll hoist the entire pre-built treehouse. Then at that point we attach our permanent rigging. We've actually developed our own type of unique connection, which I call the treeton. It's essentially kind of a giant nail actually. To me, and I feel like also very connected to owning a treehouse, is that the structure has very easy access, is very well integrated with the outdoors. Large windows, big patio doors like this structure has. And just kind of creating a good flow in between the outdoor space and the interior space so that on a beautiful day, you really feel like you're both inside and outside. I think that has become a mainstay of modern architecture, to have these type of open air spaces between exterior deck space and interior living space. In this particular treehouse, we created an outdoor sink, which is really mainly used for drink of water or brushing your teeth at night. Because this treehouse is off-grid, we created a very small cistern that feeds this copper tubing here, and we did a fun little spiraling thing into this copper kettle, and then it drains down. It actually just drains right into the woods, and we have a foot pump to pump the water through. This is definitely more rustic. It has the gabled roof, a lot of exterior trim. Other iterations of the equilibrium home that we've created are much more on the modern front. Seeking simplicity in the exterior of the structure, provide patterns that are sympathetic with the aesthetic of the natural environment around it. With that triangular grid that we start with, we're basically creating spaces within 60 degrees, 30 degrees in that hexagonal shape. Creates dynamic spaces where you might have a little bit of negative space behind something, but it's outfitted with this sofa bed. And then we have a loft here. They actually put another bed up there, so it sleeps 4. We created this nice inbuilt bookshelf, which actually, is the entry to the bathroom right here. Houses our composting toilet. This is a cool feature that the client was super jazzed about. That's a special element of this structure. Also consists of prefabricated modular panels, best kin to a SIPS style system, which is structurally insulated panel system. One of my critiques of that system is that you can't recycle the EPS. We use recycled plastic board. We realized that we weren't really getting the strength of the hard panels. We moved on to a cellulose infill. So now we have a panel that is completely decomposable at the end of life. So this is another Equilibrium home treehouse installation that we did. The client really wanted something that was pretty high in the tree. I love going high as possible whenever building a treehouse. This one sits about 30 feet up. And what's great about this one is they had plenty of land here. And so we created, I call it the island platform. That's actually where most of the people hang out, you know, have drinks, you know, barbecue, whatever it is. So this entry stairs was pretty challenging. In the past, we've done entry stairs for structures that are very high, that are more like ship's ladders. But they are interested in having something that's closer to a standard coated rise and run staircase. And so we prefabricated all these steel sections and then brought them out here, put in these tree connections, which are kind of knee brace supports. It's really like quite tucked in the back side of the whole structure. So when you enter from the driveway, it's not visually intruding on that whole front view. The top portion here is suspended, capable to handle the cyclical nature of the trees moving, and has just like a very short suspension attachment there. In using the Tetra truss, I actually continue the strut system to the second level just as a continuation of that pattern without having to break it or actually make like custom elements to fulfill the railing portion of the structure. And so you can see here that these struts just represent the same pattern that's below in the truss system brought up to this level. And what that ends up creating is this large countertop area, and we always fill this area with slab. It's because the system's already going out to that degree at that angle. A little touch that we did here on site actually, that's the support for the pulley. Because every good treehouse course needs like a bucket and pulley to get your effects up into the treehouse. And it's on a swivel so you can swing it over here and pull your stuff up. This is the island deck. They actually do barbecue up here, which is great. The rope bridge was a bit tricky because we had to capture this tree directly behind the structure. So the tension cables actually pass through the truss system and are held up to the bottom side of the truss system, and then go underneath the floor and then capture into that tree there. The suspender cables typically on a rope bridge are going to be much lower, but because we're in trajectory with our eave of the front side of the structure, we needed to make them quite high. Typically we use 3/8 galvanized cable, and the same thing for the suspender cables and the catenary cables and the foot cables. It's actually probably a bit oversized. You can get away with rope or much smaller sized cable. Definitely has more of like a craftsman, rustic, prairie home style feeling to it. I really love and I enjoy this style, but I do think that in future iterations we'll probably do larger single pane windows, which will really just make the structure feel, that much less separated from the outdoor environment. Oh man, I love this interior. This is one of my most favorite tree houses ever. It's like the movement of the windows here and the blend from the walls into the panes and stuff like that. Yeah, I just really enjoy this space. Shed style roof. And we decided to expose the framing of the roof here. And so we actually have the finish panel on top as the first layer of the roof. And it's an insulated roof, 2-inch foam core insulation, 1/4-inch finish panel, and then a corrugated steel roof. Didn't afford us the space to do a loft, but of course we can do that by increasing the height of the walls. One amazing feature of this interior is the skylight. A giant skylight, and a portion of it opens. You can gaze up into the fairy circle while laying in bed. It also has a bathroom over here, composting toilet. And actually this one doesn't have a sink in it, but this is actually an improvement that we're going to be making soon to the structure. We're really just scratching the surface as far as its capability of the modular truss system. I'm very, very excited for a much larger concept called tree walkers. Folks can build a single tree house in their backyard as a detached dwelling and rent it out as part of our network of tree walker locations. Each location will be customized to the trees, but it'll be using this vernacular of the Equilibrium home. I want to include all the sustainable principles that the tiny house has perfected and apply these into these micro-architectural spaces. So low impact on the earth that you're off the ground. It's like you go to Yellowstone, everything's on raised platforms. If If you can remain totally hovering lofted above that, the normal ecology just continues right underneath the structure and continues around you and sets a gallery type of presence to the space in which that you're living.